Is this thing on? Oh, we're back at it again, baby. Sup guys, it's Feeny and you're watching Wyldphinniweeb, where we love a good and consistent upload schedule.
Hey, why the lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop lying.
I know it's been about over a month since I last posted. I did not mean for this to happen, but I actually have a really great explanation as of why. So if you guys like bonus content, please stick around towards the end of the video. But with that, I really, really just want to get into it. And not because there is a leaning tower of anime figures about to crush me any second now.
I ain't joking. They're all literally about to touch the ceiling. I'm lifting up my arms. I am 5'8".
I'm overwhelmed. Yes, there is a lot of content to look forward to, so please hit that subscribe button if you guys are interested. But we got a good old-fashioned haul for you guys. And you read the title right. That is June to the month of August. I know we're in November. Please give me strength because I'm a mess. And I'm hoping to make up for lost time to not have this huge gap anymore. Oh God. And without further ado, let's get into it. Wee! I need to redo that wee, I'm sorry. Wee! All right, so we're gonna backtrack just a little bit. Some of these figures already have their own independent videos. So if you are a current subscriber and you've seen these figures, please do jump on ahead to this timestamp. Hey, Future Feeny, can you do the thing? Can you do the thing? This timestamp where it's going to be new figures that have not been featured on this channel yet. All right, I'm going to try to rapid fire through these figures that have already been featured on the channel. But first up is Aqua from Konosuba quarter scale bunny version, bare leg by Freeing. I've had her since June, obviously, and she's quickly become like one of my favorite figures, even though she is the bare-legged version. And the reason why I wanted to start off with this figure in particular is right my wrong. I made a huge mistake on my video for her. Literally keeps me up at night. I did not realize that Miss Aqua here has clear plastic wedges included. I have the grace of a rabid raccoon thrashing your trash can in your backyard looking for that pizza crust because in my excitement, I completely did not notice the wedges. Because in my video, I had mentioned that I had a problem with her being imbalanced. It wasn't until I posted my video reviewing and unboxing this figure that the kindest and the sweetest user from my figure collection told me. Which, by the way, like, this anime figure collecting community is so kind. Like, I don't think I've ever been part of a community where it was just so sweet. I can't get over it. But this my figure collection user, I'm so sorry I forget your screen name on the top of my head because I'm terrible. But not only did they like compliment my video, but they also became a subscriber and they told me that there are clear plastic wedges in the box and they actually saved me because I had almost thrown them away. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate you. But now that I got that out of the way, I absolutely love this figure. She's become one of my favorites in my whole collection. You cannot beat this hair sculpt. It ticks all the boxes for what I want in a perfect Aqua figure. Her face is so adorable. I can't get over the paint job, even though obviously there's not that much outfit going on. They did an excellent job with the painting of the bunny suit, and it's not just a black, it's like a powder blue undertone, which matches her hair perfectly. My only complaint on this figure is probably her bunny ears. they are not like stable on there. They easily pop off. I wish that you were able to like, kind of like how they do with the Nendroids, like mix and match and buy other bunny ear sets. That would be really nice. Not that like these are terrible, but they're not the bunny ears for me. You get me? You get me? You get me? I don't really know what she's looking like on the market. All I do know is that she has not decreased in price, which is actually a rarity, I think, so far, because whenever they release a bare-legged bunny, I would say the price usually goes down on the aftermarket, but for her, I think it's still the same. If anything, she might have gone up. So I'll double check and try to find some reasonable listings on the description box below. But if anybody was on the fence about her, or you might have an opportunity to grab her, I would say get her. I really love having her. Next. Okay. All right, following that Konosuba train, we have Miss Darkness 1/7 scale Odin version by Katakawa. Odin? Is it Odin? I'm uncultured. But she's already featured on my channel if you guys want to see a video for that. She was an impulse buy, but I have absolutely no regrets. This figure is so beautiful. From everything to the box to the actual final product, like the coloring on this is immaculate. I mean, I love the color scheme. Everything is printed on perfectly. There's no paint flaws, there's no defects. And I absolutely love what they did with her face. Like, her face is so sexy, demure, and she's not like doing that weird thing that the pop-up parade is. Like, why would you do my girl dirty like that? Why would you do that to her? Why? And her hair sculpt is so pretty and so cute. There's a lot of fine details that I really appreciate looking over. And I've had her since, I believe, June. So she's been a great part of my collection these past few months, and I love looking at her. If anybody has the opportunity, I would like 1000% recommend picking her up. Like, y'all, everybody has been sleeping on this girl, has been sleeping on this figure, and y'all are missing out because this is just such a treat. Plus, she's actually quite tall for a 1/7, so at least there's like some substance there, you know. All right, next up is Inosuke from Kimetsu no Yaiba by Kotobukiya 1/8 scale. I've had him for a few months, and I'm definitely happy he was added to my collection. At first, I just bought him because he's my favorite character in Demon Slayer, and I just wanted a figure. And at the time, I pretty much only chose him because A, the bonus exclusive had his pretty boy face, and B, he was cheaper than Anaplex's, because good God, Anaplex. So I had low expectations, but I'm happy to report that all my expectations were met and then some, because like the sculpt work on this figure is so good. Oh, I love his pelt, his body, his abs, his muscles are insane. They did, oh gosh, the sculptor did such an amazing job. And the paint job on his hair and face is immaculate. And his Nichiren blades are frightening. I would not give this to a child, because God, that sword span. They're sharp, they're detailed, they're perfect. Yeah, I think he's awesome. If you're an Inosuke fan, I would definitely pick this one up. And I'm actually excited to collect more of the Demon Slayer line by Kotobukiya. It finally happened. A figure fell from my hands. And it was a long way down. Pray for me. He's okay. He's okay. Oh, God. Oh, you guys, I have just been like dancing with the devil or something, because I've had no mishaps with any of my figures. And at this point, I probably have over 30 anime figures. Nothing. Zilch until now. And I literally saw like my life just flash before my eyes. And I'm like, money. But no, Mr. Inosuke is still okay. Woo! So yeah, not only is he a beautiful figure, he's quite durable from klutses like me. Don't hurt me. This next figure makes my heart clench because it makes me feel both young and old at the same time. And that is the Heero Yuy from Gundam Wing by Alpha Omega 1/8 scale. And yes, there was a video on my channel, but Bandai took it down. I mean, I will eventually re-upload that video, but nonetheless, this figure brings me so much joy. The sculpt work on this figure is phenomenal. Like, they got the Heero Yuy hair down to a science. His face is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just look at his profile. Like, y'all, like, I love a good nose on an anime figure sculpt, and this is just like, it gets me. It gets me. And the coloring on his Oz uniform coat is immaculate. No paintwork out of place. I mean, even the coloring of the gold for the epaulets and all the buttons is just, it looks expensive. All in all, I'm really happy with this. I'm so happy to own him. Now, the only thing, my gripe with this figure, which you could probably tell with me holding him up, is that he is so small. Even for a 1/8, he is incredibly tiny. And there are gorgeous features on this figure. It's all, unfortunately, just lost by the sheer size of him. Like, I understand he's a young teenager, like, cause what, everyone from Gundam Wing is like 15 to 16 years old. God. But here, I'm gonna give you a little example of how small he is. All right, so here is Heero Yuy 1/8. Here is my Gintoki Sakata prize figure. Like, I'm pretty sure Heero here is like smaller than what a prize figure would be, which is really disappointing. And he wasn't exactly that cheap either. I think he was like close to 130 something US. Yeah, I'm that type of crazy. All right, so one more comparison shot between two 1/8s. This is the Inosuke 1/8 by Kotobukiya we just went over. And this is Heero 1/8. Yeah. There's quite a sizable difference. All right, so we're finally at the portion where we have newer figures that have yet to be featured on this channel. And I don't know about you guys, but this next figure, I was inspired because of this little old sports meetup that like happens once every few years. You know, this little old thing called the Olympics. Probably haven't heard it before. But it inspired me because I got Haru Haruka from Free 1/8 by Alter. And I'm so happy. His Alter box, okay, don't get me wrong, you guys. I love Alter and they're really just iconic boxes, but they get bent out of shape real easily. A lot of people don't know this, but I was actually a competitive swimmer. So of course I love Free. And of course I watched the Olympics, and it got me thinking like, wow, I sure do love Free and I sure do love those figures. And I went ahead and I don't know what happened. Maybe all of us were inspired by the Olympics because suddenly the prices just jumped on these figures. I could have sworn like back in March they were all like $50 each. No. Solaris Japan wants over $100 for each one of them now. And I was able to get them from the sweetest Macari seller for like $80, which I feel really comfortable with. Ooh, question for you guys for my subscribers or viewers. Do any of you play sports and have an anime adaptation of your sport? And do you like this anime adaptation? I feel pretty confident and happy that swimming is free. But I sure do feel bad for you guys who are rugby players. Anyway. Oh my God. I just finished recording everything. Went to go get a piece of pizza because that's just what I do. And I found out I did not hit the record button because I feel like that's my karma. So we're back at it again. And my family's back home. Everything is fine. But we ended with Haru. And I think it's sacrilegious to get one and not the other. So if you get the dad, you absolutely need to get the mom, Makoto. Ah! This is the Makoto Tachibana from Free 1/8 scale, also by Alter. Oh, I'm just so happy to finally have him. This is my 4th attempt trying to get this golden sweet cinnamon roll boy. Like, I'm gonna get into it. The first time around, I actually tried to get him through Bai's Makari, and the seller decided to cancel my order last minute, which thankfully Bai got my money within like a day, so great customer service. Then the second time I tried to get him was with Solaris Japan, which weirdly enough, no Makotos, all sold out. And finally, my 3rd attempt was Facebook Marketplace, which BT-dubs, y'all need to watch out for some sneaky snakes, because the seller tried to be sneaky and sell him with the description as sold as is in his Alter box. But then something told me go back and look at the description and the photo, and the goggles were missing. That's right, they tried to pull one over me. We do not appreciate such trickery in this household, so got out of that. And finally, I found the sweetest seller on my figure collection. They were selling him for about 70 USD. Makoto had eluded me 3 times in a row, and I really wanted to get him this 4th time, so I feel bad. I sounded a little desperate in the messages, which I was, but they were really kind, and like I said, $70 free shipping. It's not $50, but it's also not $100 like Soler is probably selling for, or maybe he's not anymore. I don't know. It could be my karma once again.
All right, voiceover time. Both Haru and Makoto come with clear plastic bases with their names as well as spirit animals. They're plain, but they're clean and look good. As well as these miniature goggles with their respective colors, which I can tell you are 100% authentic. They really impress me. Starting from the bottom up, both Haru and Makoto have beautifully sculpted legs and feet. They really tried to capture their actual character design. Plus, I am just so amused that Makoto's big old man feet. The paintwork on their swim shorts is immaculate, very clean. I love the paint finish because it actually replicates that of Speedo fabric, and no disrespect, Haru, but I think Makoto wins the Miss New Booty contest here. And more of this glorious plastic booty because you're welcome. Alter are the kings of gorgeous hand sculpts as well as clothing drapery. I love the coloring and I love the movement. As well as the tiny little sculpted zipper teeth on their Iwatobi jackets. Like, are you kidding me? Amazing. But for the piece of resistance, the head sculpts, which, chef's kiss, this is top tier Alter quality. The hair colors match to their character design, the eyes are beautiful, perfect, the skin tone just, oh gosh. I really do enjoy taking photographs, videos, and I'm just happy to finally add these two boys to my collection. But the only thing that I'm not too sure about is the height accuracy. I could have sworn Makoto is just a little bit taller. Now, that could be my skewed mind from all the years of AO3 free fanfiction. Please don't look at my AO3 history. I swear to God, please don't. But do I recommend buying free figures? And I'm gonna give it a hell yeah.
Holding them up together, I feel like a proud mother of her two boys, which I am, by the way. But man, I love Freeze so much. It's like my comfort anime, and I am so sad that the anime is gonna be ending, because I could literally watch these boys for forever. Like, I could watch them go through their midlife crisis and get the Cotties, or like try to apply for a loan in the bank for a mortgage. Like, I'm talking forever. But at the same time, I'm hoping that with this new movie or season that they're going to re-release the rest of the boys, because like I said, we don't talk about the Sasuke figure in this household because it's too deep of a wound.
No, 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 no.
All right, this next one was an impulse buy, but it was an impulse buy that I could not resist. I absolutely had to get it. And that is the Gwendolyn from Odin Sphere 1/8 scale by Alter. Oh my gosh. Like, we all know the Ami Ami pre-owned section is probably one of the most dangerous places in the world for figure collectors, but like I said, I could not resist this one. She is from 2010, so she is now the oldest figure in my collection, second being Shizuo from 2012. But I mean, when you invest in Alter, you're also investing in like anime figure longevity. I would have never even suspected that this figure was from 2010 unless someone had to tell me, or you know, I looked up already. But I paid only $40 US for this figure, and she was in AB condition, and I am like convinced that I am the first person ever opening the box, because it still had like the factory seal plastic. It did not, and all the obviously little plastic protecting the figure, just everything looked intact, including the tape. So I feel like I really got incredibly lucky.
This video is cursed because her wing piece from her knee, armor, whatever, broke off during B-roll. But nonetheless, the base is gorgeous. Alter is known for more simple bases, but I think this time around they really nailed it. Now, obviously, the sculpt work is perfection, but the paint finish on her armor is stunning. Like, it actually looks like metal, as well as matching the art style from the video game. Please excuse a white buddy holding that piece up. I'm not brave enough to glue it, but I wanted to get a closer detail of the armor pieces, which, perfect. Honestly, everything about this figure head to toe is beautiful. I love the paint finishes. I love the movement of the clothing, including her cute little booty cheeks. Nice touch. But my favorite aspect is probably the wings. The ombre effect is beautiful, as well as the individually sculpted feathers. The silhouette of this figure I think is insanely interesting, and her face is precious. I mean, look, she's even got lip gloss. The only thing that's worrisome is the tackiness of the gold paint, and as well as a balancing issue, but I mean, for $40 and being well over 10 years old, I really feel like there's not room or much room for complaint. And I also think more people should consider buying older Alter figures.
All in all, I'm really, really happy that I picked her up. Even though there's going to be issues with the balance problem, that's future Feenie's things to worry about. That's not now Feenie, that's future Feenie. So the last one is not a surprise, because I did not realize she was behind me for the past like 20 minutes. But you guys, please give me credit. I'm so tired. All right, last but not least, I decided to save best for last, and that is Miss Chika from Kaguya-sama Love is War quarter scale bunny by Freeing. Oh my god. I feel like everyone and their ancient grandmother owns this figure, but for good reason. Like, she is so freaking stinking cute. I was actually very pleasantly surprised with her box. She was purchased from the Lunar Toy Store, which, by the way, I really recommend them to you guys for those who miss pre-orders. Yes, they are a little bit more expensive, but they also include shipping costs in the price, and they don't add tax. Well, so far I haven't had tax added to any of my orders compared to Big Bad Toy Store where it's like they add like 10% tax. And they also have amazing and kind customer service. I had to cancel an order that I had paid for a few months back, and I got someone replying back to me within 20 minutes, full refund, no questions asked. Like, we love a non-problematic queen here, you know?
Don't worry, I didn't forget the clear plastic wedges this time. But Miss Chika has a classic pump. Her feet are kind of big, but the coloring at least matches that of her bunny suit. And speaking of bunny suit, homegirl is thick, like 5 C's thick, and I love it. I think it's so charming how her bunny suit actually kind of cuts into her little Chika chub. Nice detail. I'm actually really happy with the pose. I think it's very Chika-esque and super fun. Although I noticed her hands are really small, but nothing is more satisfying than seeing a reflection in your figure. The coloring of the bunny suit is actually a purple base instead of a black, so I thought that was really cool. I don't know what to tell you guys. This is the cutest face I have ever seen. Like, looking at her makes me insanely happy. And I love how her eyes match exactly to that of the anime. Plus, I really enjoy these style of ears. Nice classic bunny ears. I also actually enjoy the coloring of her hair. I know some people had issues with it, but what I have issues with is this prevalent seam line on the top of her head. Freeing, how dare you? You know better and you can do better. But now that she's my second bunny, I'm really happy to pair her next to Aqua. I think they look super cute side by side and further drag me into bunny hell. Help me. But if you guys can, I'd say give her a pickup. And finally, here's everything together from the months of June to August. I think it's a respectable haul. Not too big, not too little, just enough. And by just enough, I mean financially crippling me. Hey!
All right, here we go. Bonus content for you guys. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. And y'all, I like mixed y'all and your together, which blasphemous, but y'all are the real MVPs. So, the reason for my month absence. One of my videos got deleted. My Heero Yuy by Alpha Omega got deleted by Bandai, so I'm not a salty Susan about it. And 2, I was actually out of town for over a month. But this video that you're watching right now, I actually filmed. So this is my second time, now like third time almost trying to film. Oh my God, but I had to go to California for over a month to take care of some personal matters, and I filmed everything the day before. As I'm on the plane, I wanted to start editing, and I go and look at the footage, and it's all messed up. Like, everything is out of focus. The volume is, I accidentally had the volume up way too high, and I just didn't want to take the time to salvage it. So I was actually hoping to have 2 videos up within the last month, but that just did not happen. Things got very complicated for me during my trip, and so now I am starting anew. So I promise that there will be more consistent uploads and consistent schedule. Maybe like 2 to 3 videos per month, but definitely not like maybe a video. Like, that's too bad. I do have a lot of products and things that I want to get to, plus other types of content that I want to make for you guys. So I promise that these long gaps of no uploads it's not gonna happen. I am on my figure collection under Wyldphinniweeb, as well as Twitter, which God, Lord give me strength if I ever use Twitter, under Wyldphinniweeb too, and on Instagram, Wyldphinniweeb. All my socials will be linked down below. I would love to connect more with you guys. Once again, if you could leave a like, leave a comment, and possibly even subscribe, that would be amazing. That would really help me out. But until next time, I hope all of you have a freaking fantastic week, and we will meet again much sooner than later. So, goodbye.